Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Well, as you can see, we are back in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan queue here. Not playing cons right now. Cons will be Monday and Friday drafts here on the channel, with Ixalan filling in the slot on Wednesday for those of you that might not be as big a fan of cons and still want to get some Ixalan content as well, all the way till Murders at Karlov Manor and set review season at the end of January. So let's dive into today's LCI Pack 1 Pick 1 with a Lodestone Needle is I think where we're going. Not really a card I've had the chance to play a lot with, but it's certainly a good one. 2 mana, stuns a creature twice, and it crafts into an Explore engine. There's a Defossilize here. Honestly, a pretty weak pack overall. Pretty easy Lodestone Needle in my opinion. Could today be Caves Day? The answer is no, I hate caves. I think we're taking a pretty easy Inverted Iceberg here. Goes very well with the needle. And we've got a blue-based artifact start here, which I am already liking. One of my favorite decks in the format. Pretty underwhelming pack here. I don't think we're taking either of these blue cards, but we could take Careening Minecart. This is a card I like. It is an artifact. It's a card that could trade off. It makes treasures for both of these crafting things over here. There's a Tali's Favor, but we don't know that we're going to be that kind of deck yet. There's also a Wanderglyph, which is fine. I don't feel the need to expand into a third color just yet. So we're just going to continue down our current path here with probably a River Herald Scout here. Again, just stay blue. There's really no reason to go into a second color here. I mean, Goblin Tomb Raider could be an excuse to do that, to go into like an aggressive red-blue deck. I do also really like Scout. We've passed a couple of Tomb Raiders already. This does kind of branch us into a second color. Not that we're required to do it, but I mean, we do have a Tomb Raider into 3 different artifacts here. 2 of them are 2-drops. You know what? Let's try Tomb Raider and see if this deck ends up being open or not. Instant regret, as not only is this pack horrible, but there's also no red cards in it, which is not great for our potential passes over here. There's a Wrestler. A Pirate Hat could go fine if we end up going blue-red pirates. I don't care about basically any of these other cards at all. The Glorifier of Suffering is okay, but like better in like blue-white artifacts with a bunch of 1-drops, which we don't know if we're going to be yet. I don't know if I care about a Cogwork Wrestler too much. But this is probably at this point most likely to make our deck, so I guess that's what I take here. Now there's a bunch of red, but it's all horrible. That's why it's still here. Green isn't great. White is unplayable. Blue is, in my opinion, unplayable. Black is whatever. Cave is bad. I mean, I guess the Blade Master could go in a blue-red artifacts deck. I don't really want any of that, though. Okay, now there is a Sunfire Torch and a Waylaying Pirates. Both of these are actually not bad in this kind of deck. So let's take the Torch. And maybe head into blue-red artifacts here. Cosmian Blast is good in blue-white defensive. There's a Scout and a Puzzle Door. I think I'll just take the Scout here. I think it's generically better than just a random Puzzle Door. This thing can almost be viewed as kind of like a 2-mana shock, in a way, with a little bit more upside than that, because you could just keep it on the creature. So what wield here? The Gem Guard wield. Okay, that's good for blue-white. Brine Fang, meh. Motherlode, no. Wrestler, already have 1. Probably don't need another. River Herald Guide is not bad here. Could be blue-green. Not a deck I'm very thrilled with, though. I do like blue-white better, which is why I'm going to take the Gem Guard here. And then see if we wheel anything else that gives us direction. The Dismantler is probably not going to be great in our deck. I don't think Sage of Days is great. No red cards here, but there is a Cosmian Blast, which I do usually like in these kind of late game crafty blue-white decks. So I'll take that here. And again, kind of toe the line between blue-white and blue-red. I think we can make that decision there in early pack 2, depending on what we open and get passed to us in the first couple of picks. This is a Shipwreck Sentry. In blue-white, this would be pretty good. Probably not great in blue-red. Notably, those are the only 2 blue cards in this pack the first time around, and both of them came around. So, yeah, here it is again. I guess there's an off chance we could be blue-black here too, in which case Shipwreck Sentry is totally fine in that too. I'm not a huge fan of Uchbenbach. Also not a huge fan of Sage of Days in really any deck, unfortunately. That could be playable. Okay, interesting pick here. We've got Clay-Fired Bricks and Spyglass Siren. Both of these are very, very good. There's a Braid as well, and a Chupacabra Echo. But I think I'm deciding between these two here. And I think I'm going to go with the Clay-Fired Bricks. That's a really close pick here. We're not looking to be very aggressive with this deck yet. And this plays toward the late game very well. So I think I'm going to take that. Again, very, very close pick though. Now there's a Captain Storm, but I'm wondering if the blue-red deck has kind of come and gone here. I don't think we need a waterlogged Hulk. Question is, would I play a second Gem Guard if we do go blue-white, or do I take the upside of a Captain Storm? I think I'll take the upside of a Captain Storm here. We're not locked into blue-white, and a second one of these is kind of whatever, so I'll just take this and see if we can end up going that direction here. Interestingly, no blue in this pack already. It's already cut, which is kind of strange. But there's a Lattice, a Petrify, and a Miner's Guidewing here. Join the Dead, but I don't think we're playing black today. I think I'll take... I'm not sure how much of a Miner's Guidewing deck that our blue-white deck will be, as opposed to Petrify. So I'm actually going to take the Petrify here. Now there's a little bit of blue. It's not great, though. White and red. We're not playing green today. So I think I'll take a Whirlpool here and look to be much more of a blue-white defensive deck. Now there's a Raptor, another Minecart, a Sunscribe Reminiscence, a Cosmian Blast #2. The dog is looking for all kinds of attention here right now. What's our curve looking like? I think red is not happening. So it's pretty good. If we're looking to be defensive, then Cosmian Blast is probably the best pick here out of Minecart and Sunscribe. I think I'm okay just taking a second Cosmian Blast and playing much more removal based with this deck. Vanguard, Aspirant, Puzzle Door. I don't think any of these really do what we want it to do. I guess I'll take the Puzzle Door. Okay, Tinker's Toad. That's exactly what we're looking for with this kind of deck here. Now I wish I would have taken that Glorifier of Suffering in pack 1, because this is the kind of deck I think Glorifier is good with. There's also a Hammer and another Mind card, but Tinker's Toad is exactly what we're looking for here, so we'll take a second one over Unlucky Drop, Hammer, Cave. Yeah, let's take a second Tinker's Toad, and we are turtling up, removing all of their aggressive creatures, and hoping we can win into the late game here. Only 5 creatures, but a lot of craft. Alright, everything's coming back. I guess I'll take another Scout. It doesn't really fit with the artifact theme, but I think it's just the best card here, and a totally fine enough 2-drop to play. Guarantees you hit your land drops. It doesn't guarantee, but it helps hit your land drops. Could just be a 2-mana 2/3, which is a good blocker. I think I'll take another Gem Guard here. These could be our win cons. This is the one I was even debating taking pick 2 over, what did I take instead? The bricks? No, I can't remember what I took. We could play a Hurl into History. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think we're late enough in the format that people know if you have this card or not. But we're looking to be pretty controlling. We've got a Whirlpool and 2 Cosmian Blasts already, so we could be a land go deck into the late game after we drop all our cheap stuff. So how do we win here? Currently we win with Gem Guards. Go away. You stop. You're fine. We win with Gem Guards, and we need a couple flyers, I think. The landmark flipping could help. This could be some card draw. Probably not, though. Oof. Inti is a great one, but I don't think it's worth splashing. There's another Abrade here as well, but there is an Oaken Siren and an Eaten by Piranhas here. I think we're going to take the Oaken Siren. It's exactly what we need in this kind of deck. We said we want a flyer. As good as Inti and Abrade are, we can't be upset by taking an Oaken Siren there, so pass the other 2 great red cards on. And hope we get hooked up with blue this pack. There's a Waterwind Scout. That's what we're looking for. There is a Deep Fathom Echo as well. This is a really good card. But, I don't think it's something I want to try to splash. Especially when there's a Waterwind Scout in the pack. That's exactly what we need for win cons here. Another Inverted Iceberg. I hope this Glorifier comes back. I don't think it will. I wouldn't even mind this Brinefang coming back, but the Iceberg is kind of exactly what we need for all of our other craft cards. And just another win con for us. Wow, there's a lot here. And by a lot, I mean Tinker's Tote and Everflowing Well. So 3 mana, ETBs, mill 2, draw 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, there are 8 more permanents. Turn it into a land that lets it copy another permanent. I think that's just pretty good. It's pretty good card draw. I wouldn't mind playing another Tinker's Tote, but I'll play an Everflowing Well here. A 3rd Gem Guard? Probably not. A 2nd Wrestler? Maybe. There's a Combat Trick, an Acrobatic Leap, and a 3rd Gem Guard. I think I'll take a 2nd Wrestler here, though. Ooh, Master's Guide Mural. There we go. There's a win con. That's what we were looking for. Forgot that card existed for a moment. Another scout, another landmark. I don't think I need 2 of these. I don't think I need to play an out of air, so I guess I'll take a scout. Don't know if I'll play it, but we'll keep it here. Probably don't need the hurl into history at this point. Don't need Bat Colony. Don't need Compass Gnome. I guess I can take this Brine Fang. There's also a Brackish Blunder, which is pretty good. Goes well with like our Cosmium Blasts and Whirlpools and stuff. We kind of got a couple of win cons in the last few picks. So let's take the Blunder here. A 4th Scout? I don't think I'm playing a 4th Scout. I'll just throw this uncommon in the sideboard here. I'm probably not even playing 3 Scouts, to be honest. Guess I'll take Sunscribe. Don't know if I'll play it, but let's see. I don't think we need the Puzzle Door. Okay, both of these came back. I think I like Glorifier with things like Tinker's Tote running around. So let's take the Glorifier here. We're getting everything back. We're not going to play any of this, though. Yeah, as I was saying, we have 17 artifacts. I don't even think we need this first Puzzle Door. That's basically just there if you didn't quite get there on artifact count. And I think we did. So we cut that one. Probably cut at least one of these. I don't know if we need the Mind card. That doesn't really look to be how we're winning here. Double Gem Guard seems okay. Probably just cut... Gosh, do I cut all the scouts? They just don't really do what we want to do in this deck. I still have 15 artifacts. I could cut a Sentry. Yeah. And then run it like that with 17 lands. Do we want 17 lands? We have a ton of craft here. Needle, Iceberg, Bricks, Landmark, Guide Mural, Well. Although this isn't craft. So using our mana is going to be important. So, alright, I haven't played Blue-White in a long time. I've had a lot of success with it in the format, but I haven't played it in a while. So, let's see if this can do as well as the previous Blue-White decks have done for me. See you in Game 1. Alright, welcome to the Mana Screw. We'll keep this mainly off the back of Iceberg here, but boy, do we need a Plains, but hopefully we find it with the Iceberg. As we get into Game 1 here, if you enjoy the content here on the channel and are not yet subscribed, go ahead and just subscribe. It's absolutely free for you. Yeah, Island is what I needed. It's absolutely free for you. It helps the analytics of the channel, and if you enjoy the content, you will get kind of notified as other content drops here on the channel. And I also do have a Patreon. Good. We milled another island and drew another white card. Perfect. I do have a Patreon page for those of you that enjoy the content well enough to give back to the channel as well. It's a very, very inexpensive way to kind of give back to the channel in the form of a little bit of a tip my way. And you do get rewarded for doing so as well. So check out Daily Draft over on Patreon. Meanwhile, we're just going to lose this game because, yeah, we're 12 cards deep in our library, have only islands and only white cards, so should lose this one relatively quickly here. I still stand by the fact that I think it's a keep, but clearly not going to work out particularly well for us. Especially if they play a 3-drop that's one of the best rares in the set on turn 3, and we can't do anything about it, so... Sometimes you just gotta love Magic the Gathering. Alright, thrilling game one. Well, at least we have all of our colors this time, so we're not going to get screwed out of colors. I think I'll lead on Sentry here. I think I'd be fine just trading this off for the Dart Frog. I don't think they're going to attack, though. It is a Mana Dork. Ooh, double Dart Frog. I will trade this one off for the Dart Frog, though, if they'll let me. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. 6 mana on turn 4. Sure. Alright, we ready to get blown out here? Wait, why did I not do this to start? Because now... Yeah, I should have done this. Because if they have a braid on this, then these 3 can't kill that. And then one of them still dies because it has 5 power. Because of the wrestler here. Well, that worked out just about as well as it possibly could have there. See if they have another one. Pretty much. And a fight spell coming. Alright, well, we're gonna go a quick 0-2 here, unfortunately. I mean, they got a turn 4 7/7 and a turn 5 9/9. What am I supposed to do? Alright, let's see if we can come back from a 2 non-games so far. Okay, again, got our colors of mana here. Sunscribe into Tote, and yeah, we can do some things. Iron Paw Aspirant. That does not let us attack. But I will anyway with Cosmian Blast up. Okay. Sure. Alright, end the turn. I guess I'm gonna blast the Aspirant here, as opposed to Lodestone Needle. Sure. Let's go ahead and do this, and I think I'm going to sacrifice the Tinker's Tote here to put counters on these two. And I know this has flash, but I want to open up these attacks now. It's actually not bad. And now we've got a ton of power and toughness on the board, 2 removal spells in hand, an Explore Engine if we want it. This is how the deck's supposed to operate if you don't get turn 4 7/7'd. So I can put them to 6 here now by bouncing their gnome. Yeah, I mean, they weren't technically dead, but that's what our deck is built to do right there. Alright, do we risk getting mana screwed again? The good news is we do have Sunscribe on 2, we're on the play, and it will very likely have an attack, which means we get to scry into blue if we don't find it by then, which is the reason I'm keeping this hand here. Now, if they play an X3 here, then obviously this is going to go horribly wrong, but we have like 4 looks at an island. Okay, now we only have 3 looks at an island. Not gonna petrify the frog. I need to petrify something that pressures my life total here, which is gonna be that. Okay, that's something here. I can't play too many things on their turn because I can't take so much damage from this, but I guess I will play a 4/4 and see if it survives. I can't imagine it will, as it did not. Now we take 8. We're going to take 4 more from blasting this thing on their turn. Yeah, I don't need another plains, I can tell you that. Oh, that's the animated land? Okay, so we just lose. Forgot about that. Alright, well this was a thrilling draft for you all here. Uh, 4 blockers. We're just chumping here now. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this here. Alright, well, that was a thrilling draft here. Mana screwed twice. Completely run over once. They happen. Sometimes things aren't particularly exciting. But you know what I do here? I post every single draft that I do. Win or lose, so you can see the ones that go well and the ones that don't go well. And while there's not a lot to learn from this one, maybe be more aggressive with your mulligan decisions. I don't know. I hate mulliganing so much. It would have gone worse than it would have just gone, if that's even possible. But either way, tune in on Friday for a Khans of Tarkir draft if you're sick of Ixalan. And I'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in for your daily draft.